Hello Nerdfighters. Before I begin, I want to make sure that I wish Deven a very happy 21st birthday and that I am sorry that that is going in with this. To continue on with the discussion about what's going on in the YouTube community, I'm going to put some statistics up that I think that are important for everyone to see. The reason that I find this to be very important is because yes, the Nerdfighter community is very upset about what's going on. And the reason why is there's statistically probably a large number of us who have survived abuse at the hands of someone else. Now, one thing that I want to say is that sexual abuse, sexual misconduct, rape, anything in that category is not about pleasure, it is about violence and control. One thing that I think is important is that the dialogue continue beyond, things become very stale on the internet very fast. And it's okay to stop talking about these specific people. It's not okay to stop talking about the subject in general. Because people become empowered through discussion, and I want to start empowering people at a younger age. And yes, I'm saying people because there are plenty of men who have suffered abuse, sexual and otherwise, at the hands of others. This is not just a female problem. I love the way Courtney's mind works, and I've watched her videos 7 times, mostly to wrap my head and absorb what she said. She brought up the question about enjoying someone's body of work even though you know they're an absolute doucheweed. Is that possible and is that okay? But to continue on with that subject, whether or not it's okay, do you actually want to financially support people who you know are abusing the power that they get through the money and means through their talent? Someone may be brilliant, but if they're a child rapist, do you really want to give them money to continue to support themselves and give them more time to do the nasty, horrible things that they're doing? And I don't think that that makes you responsible for their actions, but I've never watched one video of the person who's accused of all the stuff on YouTube. And I'm certainly not going to start now because I'm not going to offer him my support. And yes, I know we live in a society where you're innocent until proven guilty. But that's in a court of law, not the court of public opinion. And in my humble opinion, the man is guilty. He admitted some mistreatment on his own page. So I'd like to see him tarred and feathered. And I realize that that's absurd. And Deven's right. Angry mobs are definitely not awesome. But people need to be held accountable for their actions. And I'm not going to support somebody who uses what power they have to mistreat another human being. I did not heal until I was in my 20s from my own abuse. And that man died a long, slow, and painful death. And he died alone. And that went a long way toward my healing. I realize I'm talking like 100 miles an hour and I'm trying to wrap this up because I'm getting close to 4 minutes. But I think the dialogue needs to continue. I think that we need to find ways to empower people at a very young age. I mean, the internet has really made the world smaller. I am in a YouTube vlogging group with other adult nerdfighters who are all across the world. This gives predators access to way more victims. So because things are becoming globally smaller, we need to figure out a way to empower and educate people not to accept this kind of abuse in their lives, not to accept this kind of behavior, and not give a rat's rear end if somebody's going to be your friend or not unless you succumb to them, because a true friend would never put you in a situation to where you feel horrible in the morning, to where you suffer nightmares, eating disorders, all of the crap that comes along with surviving abuse. So that's about all I can say about that in this short video. To end, Patty, I really wish I could remember some German because the band that you linked to in your post seemed kind of awesome, but I don't really remember much German. As Courtney said, more now than ever, don't forget to be awesome.